Printer, hateration. Hello and welcome back to Primary Teaching with Dom. I was thinking to myself that I probably need to bring back my old intro. If you don't necessarily know, if you're not a subscriber or you watch loads of my videos, I actually have two intros. I have one where I'm like, well, come back, yay. That one. I kind of made that while I was at uni. I was thinking, you know what, it'll be quite fun to make like a little intro because everyone was making intros at the time. Well, let me make one, and I just went on GarageBand and, sang my non-voice into it and came up with that. It was like, come back, yay, come back, yay. That was quite fun. And then there's another one, I forgot what it was. Welcome back to Primary Teaching with Dom. That's one that I used to do as well. But I actually going to bring back the one with all the instrumental. Welcome back. This one. This one that you see now.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Primary Teaching with Dom. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Primary Teaching with Dom.
I actually really did enjoy that one, and I think I'm going to actually keep that because when I put the videos together and merged everything, it actually worked out perfectly.
I have got many years of experience teaching, of being
I have many years left of being a teacher. I've been a teacher for 4 years, and there's many things that I have encountered. Even in my NQT, I remember making a video talking about 5 mistakes, and I think I was probably in my first or second year. But now being in my 4th year of teaching, there are some definite things that I know that I'm definitely don't do now, and I won't do in the future. So let's get on with the video. The first mistake I made is thinking if I came in earlier, it would get done. Now, what I used to mean by that is that I used to come in at 7 a.m. in the morning. I act like I don't now. I still do, but I have a different mentality towards it. So let me just get on. The reason I come in now early is because I go to the gym. And once I finish the gym, I just go straight to work. So I get there early. There we go. That's my excuse. But beforehand, I would come in really super duper early, thinking that I would get everything done. And that wasn't the case. To be honest, it even is more pressure, to be honest, because you want to get things done. And you're thinking, I've come in so early and I still haven't got anything done that I need to get done. So for me, it's just understanding the fact that if you come in early, have a list of things that you would like to get done and try and accomplish it rather than having the 25,000 things that you need to do and try and think and thinking, oh, because I'm in early, I can get it all done. There's no one in. No. You can get things done even if you don't come in as soon as the caterer's at the door trying to open the door. You can get things done later. If you come in at 8 o'clock, you come in at 7:45. I don't know how schools run, but you come in that time. As long as you have a list of the most important things to get done, where you want to get resources out, you want to cut, you want to chop this or whatever, you can get it done in the time. You don't need to come in earlier, way earlier, to get that done plus more. Because I know for a fact, when I used to go, it wasn't to do the 1 or 2 jobs. It was to do even more. I'm like, well, you know what? I can start for the next day. I can do this. And then it just piles on. So don't come in school at the crack as soon as the caretaker's opening that door. I will come in thinking I could do everything and not prioritizing, just say, I can do these 4 things. Let me have a little lay-in. Let me come in a little bit later and I can still get it done with an efficient amount of time. Because coming in really early means that you miss out on that sleep that you need. The next mistake that you definitely don't want to do is to not have sleep. And why I say that is not in terms of, you want to read a book or you want to watch a Netflix series, that takes all your time, Alice in Borderland. I literally mean staying up to get work done. Staying up to 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, trying to get things done. Then you come in early at 7 a.m. to continue doing those things that weren't done the night before because you didn't get it done then. Because 1, you will be tired, given.
2, am I counting numbers? How am I in year 3 not knowing how to count? 1.
2, you won't be able to be there for your children the way you think you'll be able to be there for them. You won't be able to show up in the best you. And 3, you miss out on sleep that then affects your body in the long run. It may not affect you at the time. It may not affect you the next day or the next day, but If you keep doing that, if you keep having 3-4 hours sleep because you're doing work or because you're coming in so early, what will then happen is that over time, your body will just say, nah, I ain't got time. Done. You're done. You're done. And it will just give out on you, and you don't want that to happen. So have an efficient amount of time to sleep. I've done it where you finish work, you finish late, and then you go home wanting to get things done. You're thinking, well, I'm doing it in my own time. This is my own time. Of course I can do it. Then you're staying up, and then you're up early to go in to do that thing. Your body will give out on you. You will give out on you, and you won't be able to teach effectively the way you want to because you want to get all these stuff done. But get a sufficient amount that you don't feel, well, as I say, don't feel drained. This is teacher lifestyle to be drained, isn't it? Have enough sleep to where your body can cope with you the next day. The third one is enjoy teaching. What you need to do is think back to why you wanted to become a teacher. Why is it you want to inspire children, you want to give children the education that they deserve? Or when you were a child, you didn't get the education that you thought you should get, so now you want, as a grown-up, you want to give children the education that you didn't get. Or whatever reason, go back to that. Write it down, say it to yourself, voice note it, video it. Because with the amount of pressure that you get as a teacher, just in general, with behavior, with just being a person doing teaching, you really, really need to go back to why you wanted to be a teacher so you can rejuvenate yourself over and over again. Although it's hard, is, to me, one of the most rewarding jobs that you can have. But that's to me, to someone else watching this, they may think something else, but to me it is. So, but I have to go back to the root of why I wanted to be a teacher that replenishes me and rejuvenates me and boosts me to get back into that classroom and do an even better job the next day. Because sometimes it's just hard. Sometimes you're going through things and it's just difficult. That behavior need in that class was just so diabolical that day, you just wanted to give up. Or there was so much to do and you still ain't got it done, you just want to give up. You have family problems, you have things at home on top of the teacher that you need to get done, you just want to give up. But I implore you to go back to why you want to become a teacher in the first place. Get yourself back, breathe, take that time off work at home. Don't do work at home if you can. And really get back to the essence and core of why you went on to this long degree and PGCE and half a master's if you did that, or the QTS, whatever they call it now. Don't rely on the printers.
Any teacher out there can feel me? Can you feel me on this? Come to me.
Don't rely on them printers. You know for a fact them printers are your haters. They're the biggest haters of you. Because you will be there printing off the children's assessments, and you got a bulk of them, and then they want to jam on you. They want to jam on the 86 page. I hate the printers. I love them because clearly they're worksheets that need to be printed for the children, but I hate when they run out of paper and there's no paper around, you've got to run downstairs. The worst one is when they jam, because when they jam, you've lost out on that sheet that you definitely needed to complete the section, to complete the booklet. So then now you then have to, unjam the printer and hope you don't break it now, because these things are expensive as they are. Once you break it now, then you feel guilty for breaking the printer. Has that ever happened to me, you're asking? No. I've never broken it. I've been a witness to a broken one. Never broke it. I've definitely been a victim of printing. I think every teacher, if you haven't, you will be. So if it's not the jam, then next is the ink cartridge. That's done. And I can't replace them because it's those big ones. I can't do it. I know there's people that can, but you have to call the office to tell them, because you don't want to be the person that broke nearly a 200-300, whatever amount the printer costs. You don't want to be the person to break it. So then now you got to go downstairs and then that one's jammed. And if you're in a big school and you have more than one printer, you should know how it feels for your printer to be jammed or broken, and then having to go somewhere else and then that one's broken. It's ridiculous. I absolutely hate it. I call it printer hateration. That's what I'm going to call it. Printer hateration. Yeah, it's horrible. It's not good. Or it doesn't print the way you want it to be printed. It prints too small, prints too large. You're trying to print stickers, it's on the other side. Don't rely on printers too much. If you can print the day before, please try your best to. Last one is don't allow yourself to be the yes person. Be the person who understands themselves and says yes to the right things. So I'll try and make this super quick. Is don't say yes to everything knowing that you have a big workload. It can get past someone else can do it. I don't mean the mandatory stuff, obviously you need to do those, but don't just say yes to everything because you want to please. Because what will happen is you will feel pressure to get everything done and then you won't get everything done the way you want to. You need to learn to say no. It's very difficult though, don't get me wrong. It's not as easy to say no. But you need to learn to say yes to certain things and no to certain things. Things that won't help you at all and add on to your workload, you need to say no to say, look, at this moment in time, I really can't do this. I would love to assist and help where I can, but I don't think I solely can do it by myself. And we need to learn how to do that. I'm trying my best to. I've done it a few times, but it's just knowing when to and how to. There'll be a separate video on that one. But yeah, these videos are long. I need to edit it down. It's currently at 20 minutes. I'm going to see if I can edit it down to 11. I've done it before and I can do it again. But thank you for watching this video. See the hair longy? Yeah, so I've grown my hair back into my locks, you know. Ever since I grew my locks, good things have been happening for me. I shouldn't have cut, you know. I cut my hair to get closer to my roots.